Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. This is kind of a strange experience for me personally. I've never tried to branch out and record something in this way, but I have booked a 2-week trip across Asia. Ever since COVID, I've had a lot of social anxiety, and I've been trying to deal with that and figure out ways to get over it. But when it comes to talking to people, I tend to freeze up. This trip, my hope is that I'm able to work on that. It is a little bit intimidating because I'm going to 2 countries where English is not the primary language. So the first place we're going to is South Korea. What we're gonna kind of do is go down the country, start in Seoul, and kind of move down all the way to Busan. I'm going with two friends. Yes, I have 2 friends. A couple goals for me personally. First goal, I want to be able to talk to some of the locals, understand more about their lives. That's going to be really hard for me, but I'm kind of hoping that being in a new environment will activate something in me that makes me want to branch out more than what I'm used to. Second goal, when it comes to Asian food and Korean food, I don't really think I've had much of it in my life. So this is an opportunity to work on that. Third goal, I just want to have a great time with my friends. Don't see one of them as often as I used to. He lives in Seattle now, and the other one you will meet here shortly. A lot of excitement in store. Just kind of wanted to capture this initial nervousness, initial anxiety that I'm experiencing. With that being said, it's time to get this entire trip started. Let's see what happens.
In a country full of bullies, insane temples, and fun new lunches,
Scares the crap out of me.
chronic back pain, that's me, and my 2 best friends try to do the impossible. Create content that will help you survive boredom.
I shaved poorly. Yo. Hello, sir.
Been a while.
Welcome to Car Cam.
Oh shit. That's the GoPro, huh?
That's the GoPro.
Wait, is that actually it?
It is, yeah. It's very small, isn't it?
Yeah.
I promise I'm going to be as annoying as possible with it.
I mean, I wouldn't expect any less of you.
Yeah, on the trip.
Yeah. That's what we bring you around for.
Yeah, you know.
I forgot to bring.
Got your gummy worms?
Yeah, I was gonna bring so many gummy worms.
You should go get them. Go get them.
We have time?
We have time. It's only 3. Yeah, we got time.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, we're back.
All right. What are you excited for most about this trip?
I think the flight. I'm really excited to sit with my knees pushing the back of the seat for 16 hours.
Well, okay.
I think
What I
it'll be
remember,
better. Yeah.
you get more room.
Yeah, I think going international, like overseas, I think this will be really cool to kind of see how we all do in a completely new environment.
Oh, we're gonna hate each other by the time it's over.
We're gonna be so bitchy to each other. We made it.
You got the goods?
South Korea.
It only took us an hour and a half. That's perfect. We just touched down in Dallas. Went and got some currency, some South Korean won. We had this funny thing that happened where there were some people lying on the ground on some carpet, and one of the people at the terminal was like, if you knew what exactly was put into the chemicals that go into cleaning that carpet, you would not be laying on that carpet. But then the people kept laying on the carpet, so they didn't seem very bothered by it at all. Our flight to South Korea takes off pretty quickly here. Just want to quickly show off this huge statue that we arrived to. Quite interesting.
Ah, indeed, past Ben. Very interesting. And can I just say, I love how you captured the essence of the statue. The beauty that is a wall and a corner. Perfect. Hey, hi, how you going, if you're Australian? I'm Future Ben. I might be providing a little bit of commentary in between where there's some breaks in the action, just to help move things along a little bit. Anyway, you'll hear from me, but hope you enjoy. Oh, and introducing Wee Woo Cams.
36J. Go, son.
Hey, funny seeing you here.
Thank you so much.
Hello from South Korea. We just touched down here not too long ago. Had to go through customs. That was about a 45-minute long process, but overall pretty smooth. So far, feeling very out of place. I'm just trying to get my bearings on what's going on. We have another friend who's gonna be meeting us here pretty soon. He's, I think, got like 50 minutes left on his flight, so we're gonna meet up with him. My first meal here was Krispy Kreme. Ended up getting a strawberry smoothie. So great first experience with the food here. I know I'm getting very cultured with that strawberry smoothie. Flight was 15 hours long. I probably ended up sleeping for 10 plus hours of that. I didn't think I was gonna be able to sleep on the plane, to be honest with you. I was like really surprised that I was able to do that. We have a lot planned for this week. I think in a couple days here, we're gonna be going to the border with North Korea, which is the thing that I'm most excited about. Yeah, I'm just excited to be here and to see what this place has to offer. There it is, the South Korean flags. That's a sign that we made it.
Are you sure? It's a good omen, I think, that we didn't die in a plane crash on the way here.
Dylan and I began to chat a little bit while waiting for our third friend. However, we started to hear something strange behind us.
Here speak English, but there's a mysterious banging sound that continues to come from that direction.
At first, we tried to ignore it, but it seemed omnipresent.
It's just because, like, knowing that there's cool stuff out there.
Bro, there is somebody trapped in a car right now. Or something.
Yeah, I can't even really tell, like, where. I mean, it's that direction. But
Yeah.
exactly.
I mean, it feels like they're, like, tapping on a car, right? Like somebody's trapped in the
like
car.
it's further away. Overall, I'm just excited to be here.
We spent some time hypothesizing what it might be. Was somebody trapped? Was there danger? Did somebody need to be saved? Naturally, our curiosity got the best of us.
Just to amend the record, nobody's getting killed. Nothing to worry about. There's a bump right here that cars are continuing to drive over, and that's what's making the sound. So, false alarm, we don't have to report anything to the police.
But we're staying vigilant, just keeping an eye out, just in case we do run across.
As Americans, that's what we feel a responsibility.
We have to bring liberty and safety to everybody in the entire world, no matter where we go.
We feel a responsibility
It's
to
our burden to bear.
You know, there's a lot of U.S. military personnel here, but we're kind of like the undercover secret. You know,
We're the special forces. We're plain clothes.
maybe special ed forces.
You can talk about me like that. Don't talk about yourself like that.
Yeah. Well, see, that's why I keep them around. So we just arrived in a nice,
Basically, we're lost in Incheon right
nice dark alleyway looking for our Airbnb currently. We kind of just got dropped here, and the address that was posted doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So we are currently in the process of trying to figure out what's going on. We do have Darren now, he's over there. He's he's our instruction guy. He's usually the one who fixes everything for us, so that's good news. I'll update you because we are not entirely sure where we need to be right now. Okay, we did make it. Yeah, I can see it. We did make it into the first Airbnb. It was down the dark alley, but we had to actually go to the other side of the building in order to get in. So we have made it safely to the first location. Darren did make it on the trip.
I made it.
Yeah, I asked this to Dylan, but I just wanted to ask you as well, just what you're looking forward to.
Obviously, Europe is similar to America, and kind of South America is still not a total culture shock. So,
yeah,
just like experiencing, just walking down the street, kind of like obviously the food and like the sights, but just like seeing how people live in Asia, like see what they do or how they interact with each other and stuff. Yeah, I looked up like what hello and thank you are like a couple times.
Do you know what they are off the top of your head?
I think hello is 안녕하세요.
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 Okay. Dylan's deciding he's gonna use the one towel that was provided to us.
There's two. Okay.
There's two that were provided to us in this Airbnb.
Hand towels too. The fluffer.
Yeah. We were
not even bath towels.
We were promised many towels.
Various towels.
Plus the floor is a sticker.
Yeah, the floor is a sticker.
The floor is a sticker.
It's got so many air bubbles in it.
We're gonna go out in a little bit, see what kind of trouble we can get into at the end of the first night. But I think a lot of us are just kind of tired right now and probably gonna wind down somewhat soon. So, not it. This guy who slept 2 hours on the plane is like.
I've slept I think 6 hours in the last 48. Feeling good.
We're in a fried chicken restaurant, or at least what we presume to be, but we're currently freaking out because we don't think that the menu will be in English and the people who would wait on us.
Whoa, what? Guys.
So we're just a little bit naive and scared about
Adult, please. If anyone's out there, please.
I don't think it would be a big deal. I think we would figure it out.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a good thing to work through.
We're gonna have to at some point.
Two lovely guys eating
Get a close-up shot of me trying to get this chicken chopsticks. There we go.
The pro here is going to show us how it's done. Chicken chopsticks. The lady didn't know any English, and we don't know any Korean because, again, we didn't decide to practice any before coming here. So we sat down at the table, and she pointed at two items, and we just agreed with her. we just said yeah. So this came out. It's we think it's 2 full chickens, and then we didn't know the word for water, so we freaked out about that as well. Luckily, we figured it out and have our water now. So we are munching on this chicken. A great meal. Got ourselves some dessert.
Honestly, I was going to put the right pronunciation of the word thank you in Korean, but I think we really botched this one, so I'm not even going to try it. It was bad. Way to go, Dylan.
We're trying really hard to learn how to pronounce thank you and hello, but the problem is that every time we learn one of them and then we try to think of the other one again, it just leaves our mind completely. So
I think we're discovering that we're idiots.
I thought we had discovered that before, but this is a new level of idiocracy. Here we go. We got our first look into a Korean 7-Eleven here. All sorts of goodies that I've never heard of before. Except I have seen these Pocky, I think these are Pocky sticks or something like that. We are still feeling very out of place, but we're a little bit emboldened. We had some Korean people that kind of helped us order our first meal here, and they were super nice and super hospitable, and just wanted to know more about how we were liking the country so far. Hoping to have more of those kinds of chats as we continue throughout the country.
After experiencing our first 7-Eleven in Korea, we spent some time walking around Incheon.
Do I get number one beer house?
After that, we settled in for the night and got ready for the next day.
Good morning from Incheon. It is now day 2 of the trip. Today, the goal is it's just another travel day. We're going to be going from Incheon to Seoul, taking the train, which will be an experience in and of itself, because I feel like we're going to have to try to work to figure out which train we need to get onto. So far, vibes are positive. There were only 2 towels in the Airbnb, and there's 3 of us, so I have not showered yet. I'm hoping that we get this laundry done before we leave so that I can take a quick shower. Otherwise, I'm going to be pretty stinky for the duration of the day until we can check into our second Airbnb. But so far, just feeling good. Had a really good night's sleep, really nice bed, and excited to see what this day brings to us. We got a nice beautiful view here. As you can see, there's our Airbnb. It was a real fun time trying to find this last night, especially in the dark, but eventually we were able to succeed with the help of Google Maps. So, like I said, let's see what this day brings. Excited. On our way to the train. First train experience we're gonna have. We bought little cards ahead of time, so we're gonna see if those work, or if we're gonna have to get somebody to help us figure out how to scan in to the train. We also don't really know when the train is leaving, or what station we're going to. We really don't know anything.
I know what station we're going to.
Darren knows what station we're going to.
And getting off.
And which one we're getting off. If we didn't have Darren, we'd be in real trouble. I'm trying to get the courage to say "안녕하세요" to people. I don't even know if I pronounced it right.
Yeah, I know. I gave Dylan a hard time before. My pronunciations aren't great either. I get it, but what are you gonna do about it?
Every time we've tried to speak any sort of Korean words, we get a little bit of a chuckle from the other person. So I think it's because they're excited that we're trying it out. That's what I'm gonna go with, at least. One of us got through. Okay, that was a little more challenging than I thought it was going to be. But all right, now we have to find the Seoul train. Yeah, it does say Seoul over there. Try to board this train and see if it takes us in the right direction. Oh yeah. Now this is a big city.
It's fine, sir.
That's right. Welcome to Seoul, South Korea. Home to 9.4-ish million people. Wow, this is a huge city. There's a lot to this. There was just a protest, or it looked like a protest of some kind over there. I know that South Korea just arrested their president for trying to, I don't know, overthrow Congress. I'm not really sure what the favorability was before that, but I'm sure it's probably pretty low at this point. If you go beyond those trees, I see a huge mountain landscape.
How it's cool.
There it is, the first McDonald's that we found on the trip. And we are not going there because I am branching outside of my comfort zone. But we have spent a while trying to figure out.
Looks like Hanover, I think.
What we want to do.
McDonald's.
We'll probably end up at McDonald's. I didn't get McDonald's.
Now, I thought this was a pretty adventurous meal. Little did I know this was not Korean food, this was just poke, which is Hawaiian, but hey, give me a break. After seeing a few more attractions in Seoul,
They just completely forgot to put a few walls on that building up there.
the boys and I decided to stop into a cafe. I was moody for a strawberry smoothie, and then, out of nowhere, I saw her. Her. A warm, inviting smile. Smooth, silky hair.
Oh boy, yeah.
We made eye contact. I burn, I pine, I perish. I had to meet her. Cautiously, I approached. She held out her hand to make half a heart, and when I put my hand next to hers, it was obvious that it was meant to be.
She's so in love, you can see it in her eyes.
It's my new Korean girlfriend.
I exclaimed excitedly. But then, out of the corner of my eye, I saw something troubling. She had somebody else? No. Impossible. How could this be? Overwhelmed, I fled, my tears falling faster than my feet could carry me. I scattered around, but the only safe haven I could think of, as a nerdy mess of a man, was League of Legends Park. Which was cool. Nothing to write home about.
So we just arrived at Bampo Han River Park, which was a suggestion that we found in a video as being somewhere to watch the sunset. And you can maybe see back there, that's the city of Seoul. The lights are now coming on, the sun is setting. We spent a lot of the day kind of just walking around, not really knowing a whole lot of what we were.
We saw some of the stuff that
Yeah, we saw a few statues that were pretty nice. I think tomorrow is going to be more eventful of a day, despite the fact that we're expecting there to be rain throughout a lot of the day. But we are doing the big DMZ tour tomorrow, and then we'll probably end up exploring some palaces as well. But for now, we're just kind of enjoying as much of the view as we possibly can. Gonna try to get some food from the food trucks. Feed this guy here. He's been
real hangry all day.
He's been
They won't feed me
complaining.
nothing.
We're excited to be here. This is our first night in Seoul, and obviously we're getting accustomed to the culture and kind of the mannerisms and everything that's going on. Yeah, and there's apparently a light show. I think the light show happens over there, but I really don't know for sure. So we're gonna see if that light show actually pops up or not. So.
People seem to be a lot more social. Interesting that people are on their phones a lot. Like we saw that on the train, like really no one talked on the train. When you're walking around, besides Ben, he was talking about diarrhea the whole time. Singing songs.
Ben, chill out.
But
Embarrassing me, my friend.
But when you're out walking through the city and there's people walking together, they're talking the entire time. When they're out eating, none of them are on their phones. They're all talking to each other with them. It's an interesting cultural difference, I think.
We're just joking that we were about to get food because we didn't know if the light show was actually going to start, but looks like we actually do get it, which is so cool.
Happy with our first few nights in Korea, we settled in for what would be an exciting few weeks.